the new chick is like, hold up, my nigga, we married.
Right.
Why the fuck don't? Why you?
No, and in this situation, when he get his paperwork, he need to go ahead and just file on for a divorce. File on for a divorce. Anybody that's going,
you know how hard that is, man. Especially if you're not with that woman no more. You like, I'm gonna lose my wife now.
Let me tell you something. You got a chance of losing your kids. You got a chance of losing your kids. Right. So you kidding me right now? Talking about I got a chance of losing my wife. My wife don't love me enough to accept my kids, and I gotta be about my wife. No, you can go, man. That means you don't love me enough to be a part of my situation. Right. So I love my kids because I'm not gonna let my kids watch me allow you to disrespect them. I'm not gonna do it. And that's the person that I am. Not a lot of people, but that's I am. Because if I've been with you forever, our relationship ends. There's no man that can come in my life and say, "Oh yeah, we ain't chilling with your kids today." No, you can't go see them. You got, man. You can go. You can go.
Or they might say, "Oh, he can't see his kids,"
or I don't want him over here. That's your problem. That's a personal issue. And if you can't be, you can't be with me. That's the person that I am. I'm not gonna play no.
And ain't no real woman gonna put no man in no position like that to make a choice or a decision like that.
Hold on. Siriana? Who is this? Siriana? Hold on. Hello?
Is it me you looking for? Selena Rivera. Hi, Bob Felicia's.
How you doing?
Another day, another blessing.
Amen.
I can't complain because they ain't gonna change a goddamn thing. So I'm still here. I'm jumping on all you panels. I sure am.
What you think about this situation?
Yes, I am. I damn. It's some things you could do. I wouldn't give two if you break everything in the house because I'm going to ask you to come in your wallet and replace it. But if you so bold to pick up a hammer and hit me in the head, ain't no coming back from that.
Yeah, ain't no coming back from that, Selena. But what about the kids?
I took the abortion pills. We good.
Oh, man.
Ain't no kids. My kids is 38, 21. First of all, no.
So look, Selena.
So let me ask you this. If you driving in the car with your boyfriend or your husband.
No, the car. I bought the car. There's nothing. Police. I'm fighting about the car. There's nothing that I could do about the car because I had the DUI blow. And I put it in his name. And they're telling me there's nothing I could do about this car. But I paid for it, though. That's okay. I'll pay your ass away from me.
So look, what if you wanted to pick up his kids while y'all riding down the street in that car?
What kids? My kids are grown, baby. Mama. My kids are grown. No, 31, 28, 76. Are you talking about the one in my belly? Baby, that's what they call 2 abortion pills. Google it.
2 of them?
She don't know what she talking about, man. She done lost me.
Lord.
She done lost me.
Yeah.
She lost me.
Yeah. I'm anti-abortion.
Talking about some other shit.
Yeah. She went all the way left on us right there.
Say, can I pose a question? How do parents feel about step parents trying to discipline the kids? I saw a video where a mother let the stepdad whoop the girl's child and the child ran away. What you think about that?
I think that's really sensitive. I think in order for you to start feeling comfortable enough to whoop a child, like you have to already establish some ground rules with the parent. You know what I'm saying? You don't just overstep your bounds and then come in here and then start whooping on the child because that's a different form of discipline. You know, and it should start with speaking first. First of all, you got to understand that the parent know what their boundaries are, how they want to handle things, how they feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because the kids are going to take it a different way and they're going to react. And in this case, you know, if a child runs away, you know what I'm saying? It's because
let me put you on game. I'm one of the best dads you probably can have. I don't think there should ever be an opportunity or ever be a time when a step parent whoops a stepchild. You could discipline a stepchild, and what I mean by discipline, you could put her in time out. You could tell her you can't play your game. There's other forms of punishment that the step should take. If when it comes to physical contact, you leave that to the parent. Right. You leave that to the parent. If I gotta physically discipline you, then I think that your mother or your father need to handle that. You see what I'm saying? Because that's not my job. And one thing about me, I'm a firm believer is when you a step parent, you should never want to take on that job because them type of emotions you shouldn't want to endure. You should always want to be the one that they come to. You want to be the supporter. You want to be the supporter. Right. Because
in this situation, you become in a situation where a parent is, you got the mother, father, and a step parent now. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to overstep the boundaries of the father. You want to be the supportive person in this. You can engage in discipline as needed. Agree with
there's ways to discipline as a step parent.
Overstep that, right? Now,
I feel like when you get physical,
situation where there's no father and you are,
it doesn't matter. That's the mother's job. Mm-hmm. I can still be your father figure and be your father, but I don't have to physically touch you. Mm-hmm. I could discipline, and that's the key thing about discipline. I never had to physically discipline my kids ever since they've been born. My son, 18 years old. My daughter, 17. I never had to physically discipline my kid. Right. That's why I said when you put things inside a child's life that they like, when you take it away from them, it hurts that you take it away from them. Mm-hmm. So if I give you a video game and I take that video game away from you, it hurts that you take it away from them. Only time that these kids are acting obstructively outrageous is why they have no discipline. Mm-hmm. So when you have a 2-parent household and you have discipline and you got structure, you don't have that step parent should never have to physically touch that child.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Half of the time, the step parent should be going to the mama like, man, you ain't got to hit her, leave her alone. Right. Leave her alone. Mm-hmm. And then that's what brings more comfort from the child to the step parent because they like, yeah, he ain't gonna allow nobody to hit me.
Big Frankie said my stepdad raised me and whooped me like he did his kids with my mom and treats me better than he does his own to this day. But see, that's that situation.
And it's like that sometimes.
Like that. Remember, Keidrina had a friend and she was being raised by her stepdad and he was the disciplinarian. You know what I'm saying? And he raised her.
I'm not advocating that step parents can't whoop their kids because it's some step kid parents that been in their kid life for 20 years. It's like, who are you to tell me I can't whoop this child? And I'm the only father they got. Right. And the child never even seen their father. Right. I understand that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's children that never saw their father. Right. And they've only been raised by this. But if that father or mother, if you have a parent in that household where it's the mother and the father, you should never have to whoop that child because
that shouldn't have been the first go-to. This is years later of probably getting to an ass whooping. But in the establishment, it should have never.
Nigga, bro, before a step parent hit my child, nigga, I need to be hitting my child. Right. Nigga, I should be knowing about the situation and getting to it. But I just personally feel like you should never have to do that. You should never have to get to that point. Why? Because that's your child. Right. That's the mother's child. And that's not your child. You should always be like, yo, you got that. Hey, I'll call you on the phone and be like, yo, you might have to whoop this little girl ass when you come home. Right. She been tripping. She giving me that sassy attitude, but and then you gonna have to when you come home, you handle it.
You like, listen, you ain't gonna be doing this. This is how we gonna blah, blah, blah.
It's ways to do it. You don't never have to be the disciplinary as the step. You should allow that person to do it, the other person to advocate to do it. Too much come with that.
It's hard. And that's why, and somebody put it in the chat too, you have to really decide whether you're going to date people with children in a previous family Because when you just decide to let your guard down and say, okay, I fell in love and this is where it is, you got to understand that still comes along with your relationship. That's not going anywhere. So unless you're prepared for the long haul, it would be hard for you to, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to separate that and then walk away and be like, this is not really where I want to. This is not where I want to be. And if I go forward, these are the things I'm going to have to deal with.
Hey, Jay said a step parent is there to enforce what the parent says, not put hands on the kid. That's not theirs. Exactly. That's exactly what I said. My job is to enforce. My job is to be the savior. My job is to be your savior. My job is never to put my hands on. If anything, I'm supposed to stop you from getting your ass beat. Right. Hey, look, man, you know I ain't going to let you get your ass beat. Don't do that. See, listen to me. I ain't going to call your mama. You know what I'm saying? The step parent is usually the one that's trying to prevent you from getting your ass whooped. Right. If you got to be the one hitting, I always feel like if the step parent is whooping the kid ass, then that motherfucker is abusive. I've always felt like that because the step parent is usually the cool one, the one that's trying to get you to like them, that want to be around. If you getting your ass whooped by the step parent, that motherfucker's abusive.
Okay, so listen to this. I have a lot of friends. So where their moms had a lot of step parents, a lot of men coming in the house, right? And they would come in and they would be the disciplinarian.
My nigga, if you got, hold up.
The mom was not.
Nah, bro, if you got 10 niggas, if you done been with 10 different niggas, and in the lifespan of your daughter or child being 10 to 15 years old, and all 10 of them niggas done whooped your kid ass, that's a problem.
That's a problem. That's a major problem.
All them niggas like, yeah, I whooped your ass when you was young. Yeah, I whooped your ass when you was. No, that's a problem.
That's a problem on so many different levels, though. Okay, so that you have to dissect. That's a problem in different levels. But I'm saying, like, where men come in as the step parent and the mom is already tired, withdrawn, they've been the disciplinarian, and they're looking for the man to come in and be a disciplinarian. So now she pulls back, and now he got to whoop these badass kids. And
that's a problem. You whoop my kids, I'm gonna whoop. We got a problem.
Those are scenarios. That's what I'm saying. It's so.
That's why I don't believe a stepdad or stepmom should be whooping somebody's kids. Right. Because if you whoop the wrong kid, you're gonna be fighting with somebody other side of the family for a long fucking time. Listen, my grandmother come whoop your ass if you hit her granddaughter.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? And certain people are not with you hitting. Like if my mom found out somebody was hitting her grandkids, you know the type of problem you had? Like everybody not with the other side just hitting somebody's kid. It's like, hold up, my nigga. You could have called me. It's all types of people that could have did the disciplinary before you let an outsider that ain't blood do the disciplinary.
I know my family. If that was the situation, my family would be cutting somebody.
No, hold up. No, hell no.
There'd be no conversation. You hitting on my grandkids and you the new one?
Who the fuck is you? Nigga.
Yeah.
We don't know you, nigga. You might be hitting the kid a little harder because you don't like the daddy.
Right. So Josh says some kids do take advantage and provoke the step parent from physically disciplining, especially when they already don't like the step parent from jump. And I get it because, you know, I've had friends who had step parents and I've spoken to them and they don't like it. So a lot of times when you do have a mom who's out there dating, always somebody new, you put them through hell.
But guess what? That's the obstacle of being a step parent. That is the obstacle, yeah. That is the number one obstacle of being a step parent. That's going to see if you make it or if you break it. If you could overcome the obstacle of the little kid trying to put you through that type of situation. That's the best part of being a step parent, nigga. You gotta go through them obstacles.
Right. You gotta say, I'm strong enough to be a step parent. And a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, and if you can't handle it, then nigga, this ain't for you. Nigga, you know being a stepdad ain't for you. Some niggas can handle that shit, some niggas can't.
Some niggas master that shit. And other niggas can't. So it's like, come on. It's hard. It's hard. Because you're stepping into a whole different type of relationship, not just with the mother, but with the kids and their emotions too. And the kids are gonna make it hard for you.
Miss Rochelle said, I don't agree, but my stepdad spanked me. He's been in my life since I was 4. I'm 43 now. I've been seeing too many situations where the child ended up unalive. Oh, definitely. Like I said, it all depends. I think it all depends on how long that father been in your life. Now, I don't think nobody should come in your life spanking your ass in the beginning. No. Now, if he been in life 10 years and the daddy ain't never been around, that's different. But if the daddy is in your life, if I'm in my child's life, nigga, and I'm active in my child's life, nigga, don't you ever put your hands on my child. Right. Nigga, I'm active, nigga. Right. Nigga, I'm active. Nigga, I don't need no nigga doing nothing to my child.
Fathers that are active and understand the situation and have moved on. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a good situation where now you've been here for some odd years. You know, we've discussed some boundaries because that's what usually happens. When people are involved, boundaries are discussed from jump. That's why people usually say, oh, when there's a new relationship, well, I want to know who you with. Usually the intention should be to know who the other person is with now, to know who's going to be around your kids, not just to be nosy or, you know, or evil. But you should be knowing so that you can set the boundaries and say, hey, I don't allow spanking. I discipline my child. If there's any question, you can let me know. You know what I'm saying? That's in a mature space. But if you're the father and you're his life and you allow your stepfather to work on it, I feel a little weird about it.
Cranky, what up?
What up with it, man? Look, I'm listening like this. It depends on the situation and how the relationship is and how that parent is.
I can't hear you. Your shit fucked up.
It's fucked up?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Come out and come back in.
Exactly.
Yeah, my nigga shit fucked up.
Yeah, Rochelle said GangstaCap said different dudes spanking a child. Poor child feeling like a runaway slave in his own home. That's pretty much what happens when the mom starts allowing these kids, you know, these new men to come in and whoop on your child. That's not fair either.
That's what I'm saying, my nigga. You letting all these different niggas come in and whoop on your child. And the reason I know is because I was like that, nigga. My mom used to let all these different niggas come in and whoop on us. Nigga, I got to the point where I was fighting back. But guess what ended up happening?
I had to start fighting back.
No, I went to jail at 13 because of that.
Right, because of that. Just like they made a statement that the child ran away. Yeah. Because the child will start to look at the mom like, why are you allowing these niggas to hit me? And all of these emotions that you already had before this guy got here about.
Bro, I went through it. I ran away. I started running away. I started fighting my stepfather all types because I'm like, hold up, my nigga. You let Fuqua hit me, you let Shorty hit me, you let every Jesse hit me. You letting all these niggas put their hands on me, hold the fuck up, my nigga. Like, who these niggas? These ain't my daddy. So you get to that point where it's like, hold up, these niggas ain't my daddy.
Right.
Now you start fighting back, having all types of rebellion and doing all types of shit. I swear to God, I've been through that shit, so I know. Like, I remember I was locked up from 13 to 16.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said it's a rough situation when you bring somebody else into the relationship in your family because there's a whole adjustment. Kids feel some type of way too.
Hell yeah, that shit crazy. That's what I said. My wife would tell you I've been through all that shit. All that shit. That's why I tell niggas the one thing you go through is all types of motherfucking shit. I wanted to be homeless. I'd rather be anywhere than be on that, be going through that shit. Nigga, you like fuck that shit. You be ready to fight at the world. So imagine a kid that's like, yo, this not my father, this not my mother. Man, that's why I said I don't. As a step parent, I don't agree with that. I feel like if your mama can't handle it, then we got a problem.
No, but let me tell I had a cousin that went through that, and she always had a new stepfather. There was always a new man around. And when we would be around, it was always fun because when she was mad, and this is as a kid's perspective, when she was mad, we was all bad. And he'd be like, I'm going to tell you, Mom. I'm going to tell you. He couldn't really do nothing, but it would give him hell and make it hard. So kids do things out of spite and out of their emotions to get back. And, you know, adults can take but so much.
Man, my stepdad.
It really forces a person out of the relationship if they can't handle that.
Man, my stepdad couldn't wait till my mother left so he could try to whoop my ass. Nigga, we was fighting like cats and dogs.
Every time he was like, I'm going to whoop on him.
We fought like cats and dogs every time my mother left the crib, nigga. Yo, what's good, Hustle?
I'm back, my bad. Had a phone call, but look here. My step pops, dog. I got a gangster step pop, bro. He never not once chastised me like that. You know what I'm saying? If he couldn't talk to me about it, you know what I'm saying, then he ain't say nothing, bro. You know saying? He was always humble. He was all cool. You know, he all about believe in that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're a step parent, bro, you ain't gotta beat her, whip no child or nothing, bro. If you can't talk to them, can't give them the game, bro, and just fall back and leave it up to the,